Summary of Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost is a deceptively simple yet profound poem that explores themes of nature, duty, solitude, and mortality. The narrator pauses on a solitary journey to admire the serene beauty of a snow-covered woodland. While this pause is brief, it evokes deep introspection and a contemplation of life's responsibilities and the inevitability of time. The poem is written in iambic tetrameter, which means each line consists of 4 iambs, unstressed syllables. This regular rhythm creates a soothing, almost hypnotic cadence, echoing the quiet stillness of the snowy woods. The rhyme scheme follows an AABA pattern in each quatrain, with the third line's rhyme linking to the next stanza. This interconnected structure mirrors the continuity of the speaker's thoughts and their connection to both the natural world and the obligations of life. The scene unfolds on the darkest evening of the year, a setting that not only conveys a literal midwinter atmosphere but also symbolizes introspection and perhaps the inevitability of death. The narrator's horse, a practical creature bound to earthly concerns, serves as a subtle reminder of the norms and expectations the narrator is momentarily stepping away from. The shaking of the harness bells signals the horse's discomfort with the unconventional stop, underscoring the tension between the allure of the tranquil woods and the responsibilities awaiting the traveler. Frost's description of the woods as lovely, dark, and deep captures their almost mystical quality, inviting the reader to reflect on the allure of solitude and the mysteries of nature. This line embodies a temptation to linger in a moment of stillness and contemplation. However, the speaker's awareness of their promises to keep and the repeated line "and miles to go before I sleep" emphasize the pull of duty and the inevitability of life's demands. The repetition of this line reinforces the tension between the desire for rest and the understanding that life requires persistence. The poem's universal themes resonate deeply. The woods symbolize the beauty and mystery of the natural world, the allure of rest, and perhaps the finality of death. At the same time, the speaker's acknowledgement of their promises highlights the inescapable responsibilities and commitments that define human existence. The closing lines suggest a sense of resolve as the speaker turns away from the enchanting woods to continue their journey. Through its simple yet evocative language, rhythmic elegance, and profound thematic layers, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening captures a fleeting but deeply meaningful moment that resonates with universal human experiences of wonder, duty, and the passage of time.
Line-by-line explanation of Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost.
Line 1. Whose woods these are, I think I know. The poem begins with the speaker expressing familiarity with the woods. While they believe they know the owner, there is an air of uncertainty. This line sets a contemplative tone, suggesting the speaker's curiosity and personal connection to the landscape. The use of "I think" reflects a moment of reflection and introspection. Line 2. His house is in the village though. The owner of the woods lives in the village, away from the woods themselves. This detail creates a separation between human habitation and the untouched beauty of nature. The village could symbolize society, responsibility, and daily life, contrasting with the solitude of the woods. Line 3. He will not see me stopping here. The speaker acknowledges their privacy in this moment, emphasizing that their pause is unobserved. This creates a sense of solitude, as if the speaker has momentarily stepped away from the watchful eyes of society or human expectations. Line 4. To watch his woods fill up with snow. Here, the speaker describes their action of simply watching the snowfall. The imagery evokes tranquility, as the woods transform into a serene, snow-laden landscape. The speaker seems captivated by the stillness and beauty of the natural world. Line 5. My little horse must think it queer. The speaker shifts focus to their horse, imagining its thoughts. The use of "queer," unusual, reflects the horse's bewilderment at stopping in an unexpected place. This line introduces a light, whimsical element to the poem. Line 6. To stop without a farmhouse near. This line highlights the isolation of the location. The lack of a farmhouse, a symbol of human presence and practicality, makes the stop seem even more peculiar. It underscores the contrast between the wilderness and inhabited spaces. Line 7, between the woods and frozen lake. The setting is further described, with the woods and a frozen lake framing the scene. This description intensifies the wintry atmosphere, creating an image of stark beauty and cold stillness. Line 8, the darkest evening of the year. The reference to the darkest evening evokes midwinter and suggests a symbolic turning point. Darkness could symbolize introspection, mystery, or even mortality. It deepens the contemplative mood of the poem. Line 9, he gives his harness bells a shake. The horse, feeling the unusualness of the moment, shakes its harness bells, breaking the silence. This small sound becomes significant in the otherwise quiet setting, emphasizing the stillness and solitude of the scene. Line 10, to ask if there is some mistake. The speaker anthropomorphizes the horse, imagining it questioning the stop. This adds a touch of humor while also highlighting the speaker's own awareness of the unusualness of their pause. Line 11. The only other sounds the sweep. This line reinforces the profound silence of the woods. The only sound besides the harness bells is the natural sweep of the wind and snow. This creates a vivid sensory experience of the scene. Line 12, of easy wind and downy flake. The easy wind and downy flake evoke a sense of softness and calmness. The description captures the gentle, peaceful quality of the snowfall, adding to the poem's tranquil atmosphere. Line 13, the woods are lovely, dark and deep. The speaker admires the woods' beauty, describing them as lovely, dark, and deep. The darkness suggests mystery, allure, and perhaps a sense of timelessness. This line encapsulates the speaker's attraction to the scene and its symbolic depth. Line 14, but I have promises to keep. The speaker recalls their responsibilities, pulling themselves away from the enchanting woods. This line introduces a sense of duty and the recognition of obligations, symbolizing the demands of life. Line 15, and miles to go before I sleep. The phrase miles to go indicates a journey, both literal and metaphorical. It suggests tasks yet to be completed and responsibilities to fulfill before resting, which could also symbolize the final rest of death. Line 16, and miles to go before I sleep. The repetition of this line emphasizes its significance. It reinforces the tension between the desire to linger in the peaceful woods and the pull of life's obligations. The repeated phrase gives the poem a meditative, reflective conclusion, leaving the reader with a sense of resolve and purpose.
About the poet. Robert Frost was born on March 26, 1874, in San Francisco, California. He is widely regarded as one of the most important American poets of the 20th century. Frost's poetry often explores themes of nature, rural life, and the human condition, blending simplicity with profound insight. He moved to New England with his family after the death of his father, and much of his work reflects the landscapes and rhythms of rural life there. Frost's early life was marked by personal tragedies, including the deaths of his father and several children, which deeply influenced his work. His best-known poems, such as The Road Not Taken, Mending Wall, and Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, are known for their vivid imagery, conversational tone, and philosophical depth. Frost won 4 Pulitzer Prizes for poetry and remains a significant figure in American literature. He passed away in 1963.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.